Taurus, I'm hearing Pee Wee Herman or Pisces, Pucci, Paula, anybody beginning with P. But I also keep hearing Pee Wee Herman or Hermantrude, rude, someone that's very rude. I don't know if this is physically or mentally, but someone that's very annoying and rude, like someone that says something, a little bit like me, a thing, Steve, Stephen, Sassy, Sarah. But I'm also hearing like you're rude, like you always say things that are really dirty or really rude, like someone that's obnoxious, because I keep hearing like you're always very rude to me, aren't you? Like you always say something right at the wrong moment. So like somebody is pretty much arguing with the person is pretty much what I'm picking up. Charlotte, Charmaine, also insane Shane. But like I feel like I'm going insane around this person, probably like because they think that you're very rude, or they say something and they ask very personal questions. You really could be dealing with a Scorpio or a life path 4 or Aries. Okay, have to know how I read in, well, not numerology, in code. 2 life paths, add them together, karmic value number. That'll be your 3. Teaching, learning, spiritually. We'll learn on the job. Rob, Robin, Robert, Robertson, Steve, Robertson, Tina Robinson, a Cancerian, a car, something to do with a driving company, or someone that feels that someone's very rude and obnoxious, like the things that they do and they say to you is out of order. Aura, Laura. Or out of order, law and order, possibly having to go to court, probably still doing things over the X's. I definitely keep picking up a huge energy of 3. So like 3 of Pentacles, out of order, out of Laura. So like someone that is possibly very rude to their partner, or they speak or say something that is very obnoxious and saying like, I can't really be around you at this time. Or Andrew, the name Andrea, or Andrew, or anybody beginning with A, Abigail, Abby also, or Abbott. But like Abbott's Ripton, also keep hearing like I ripped something, a ripcord, something to do with Tom York or Radiohead. Just, you do it to yourself. Just, John, Julian, Julie, Jason, Justin, Jolie, Jody. But someone that's very obnoxious or very rude to be around, or when they say things, it comes across as very rude. Okay, is what they keep saying. So the name Ruby or Reuben. Okay, this could have a lot to do with children and families being involved, of where they find someone's partner or mother or father very rude and obnoxious. Like the things you say are very rude, like you don't think before you speak, like you say things and it comes across as very rude. Okay, so it's a little bit, I mean, you could have Aquarius and Venus or something, but like you know, when I say something, I say it and I don't think before I speak. I basically just say it, and whether that comes across as rude or obnoxious, I don't really give a shit. So someone is very embarrassed by a partner because of them not thinking before they speak. So they'll say something extremely rude. Now they're saying that someone might be very flirtatious and they say things very rude to people. Like they'll say stuff where things that you wouldn't say, like you wouldn't say it. Like if you was in a group of people, okay, and you start to say something, someone would be like, oh my God, don't say that. And they do. And you're like, oh, why did you have to go and do that? You really embarrassed me. So some kind of embarrassment, or anybody beginning with E, Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, John. But like, you really embarrassed me. Okay, so some kind of like emotional, I don't know if it's manipulation. I just feel like someone is very rude and obnoxious, or you feel that they are. Okay, or Charlotte, Charmaine. But inhumane, like mains, the remains. So what remains? Main vein. Something to do with the main vein. So blood work, blood group, something to do around hospitals and stuff like that. Okay. Or Kaylee, KCK, anybody begin with K. Okay, I also keep picking up that someone of racial discrimination, somebody that is very rude around someone's religion or around their colour. But I keep picking up someone is discriminating against someone's race or religion or karma. Okay, or Carmel, or something to do with Mel, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, John. But like very rude and says things. I don't know if this person's drunk, okay, or like a drunk call. I keep hearing Cancerian for some reason, but like a C, like Cancerian or Cancer, something like that, but very rude, like, or say something right at the most inconvenient moment, and you get very embarrassed by this person, by what it is that they say. Now, I don't know if this is in a group of people, or like I'm getting embarrassed, like it's something that I can't watch because it's very embarrassing. Okay, so Shane, the name Shane, or like Steve, Sarah, Sassy, but like embarrassing, like, because when I watch it, it makes me cringe. Well, don't watch whatever it is that's making you cringe then. Right? But like, it makes me cringe and it makes me obnoxious. I'm getting someone that's very toffee nosed, like, oh, just, I hate this person that much. Trust me, if you run a YouTube channel, you'll get these sort of people in the background. But like, someone that's very cringeworthy, like, oh God, I just hate you with a passion. Or something to do with passion fruit, something to do with passion. But it's my passion. This is what I do. So it's for a job, Robert, or Robertson, okay? But they definitely keep saying that someone's very rude. Like, they stick their nose into people's businesses and they think that it's their business. Now, is this to do with around your work, okay? Or, like, I mean, if you run YouTube channels, this is 100% going to be around you guys, because you're going to find people that are very rude and obnoxious, or think that you are, okay? But, like, I definitely keep hearing for a lot of you, like, this person can say things that make you feel like embarrassed, like they embarrass you, okay? Or you feel as if you're an embarrassment, or you're very embarrassed to do something, okay? But I also keep hearing the name Barry, or anybody beginning with B, okay, and I feel ashamed and embarrassed. Now, this might not be on a major scale, okay, or anybody beginning with M, okay, not on a major scale, but like, or Libra, something around a Libra, or a Life Path 2, okay, but like someone here, they feel embarrassed to be around family, or they feel embarrassed because a person says things that the other person doesn't want someone to say. Like, I told you that in confidence and I don't want you to say that, but somebody does, and they get embarrassed by it, okay, because you're speaking and you're saying something that I don't agree with. So this has got to have something to do with social media, okay? That can also be an S of social media. And I get very embarrassed, like, I don't want you to say that because I get embarrassed, okay? But that would also be on a very moderate scale. Like me, for instance, I'm doing vlogging now. So I do a music career of the other channel, Angel Radio. I'm going to start another channel, but there is a vlog on here. And I'm going to start another channel that's specifically for vlogging. And I've got loads of travel and loads of stuff. Christmas special, Christmas shopping, going out. We're renting out a hotel and we're going to stay in a hotel. All those kind of things. Really exciting stuff coming up around the vlogging. But like me, for instance, when I'm in front of a camera and I'm vlogging, there are certain angles that I don't want to be seen in a certain light, okay? So it might be a light of angle. It might be anger, Icarus. Icarus, what y'all doing? But like, I'm embarrassed to say something, like, you make me feel ashamed because of it. I mean, somebody could have sent a picture of their dick or something, I don't know, but, or the name Richard or Rachel, or some kind of racial discrimination or something like that, or discriminating, like, I feel discriminated, I feel used, I feel abused, I feel like you used me for something, and now when I went ahead and did that, now I feel like you've used me for, like, thrown me away like a piece of ashtray, like Ashley, the name Ash, or anybody beginning with A, Abigail, Abbott, Ashley, Aries, okay, could be an Aries, but anybody beginning with A. It could be an AA, okay, so this really could be a taxi, or a taxi company, or a Cancerian involved, but AA can also be someone that's Alcoholic Anonymous. So basically someone that gets drunk, okay, and they make a fool of themselves, or they're made of a fool of themselves because of being drunk. Okay, and I feel ashamed of what you did, or what I did, or what you said, or what I said. And because it was a drunk call, someone now wishes, so something's around the star, which would be Aquarius or possible Leo in placement, of now I feel embarrassed because of something. But me, for instance, when I do this vlogging, okay, there are certain angles that I don't really want to be seen in because of my weight and stuff like that. So, like, I don't like when I'm sitting down and my neck is like that and everything is kind of puffed out and I'm like in a certain angle. I don't really like footage like that. So something that's, I don't know, very embarrassing for someone, or very embarrassing for watch, okay, or someone that's very intimidated, like feels intimidated by someone's aggression or by their anger, and because they're so angry and so pointy and so snooty, me, they feel embarrassed to be around the person, which means that if I'm in front of you and you did something, then I'm going to feel ashamed the fact of something like that. Okay, so it could be where someone shit on someone's doorstep or something like that, and they fear that this person's going to say something to the other person. Okay, so it can be like in a group setting of people, like, I never know what the fuck it is that you're going to say in front of me or in front of this person. I don't know what you're going to say. So it could be a lie, or Elijah, but it could be a lie, like someone told a lie, or they're lying, or someone feels that the other person's lying, and they feel as if the other person's thinking that they're an embarrassment. Definitely even the name Barry or B, something beginning with B. But I feel like intimidated by someone, or they're trying to intimidate me by embarrassing me. Okay, so that can be someone that never really thinks before they speak. They speak first and then think later, which means I'll say it, it's very fucking embarrassing, but I'm not going to ask you if we can speak about that or talk about that. I'm just going to do that anyway, whether it embarrasses you or not. So it could be calling someone out, it could be a Pisces, but it could be like, you embarrass me because you call my name out or something like that. And you will get that around here because I'm a medium. So like, you know, you embarrassed me because of something, or actually, please go and subscribe to is it JBS or JDS? I'm not really sure. Tarot, JDS Tarot, JBS Tarot. Apparently he calls me out on a Capricorn reading. And I didn't know until someone was kind enough in order to tell me that they'd done that. So please go over and say thank you to, I think his name's John, right? You can ring my bell, ring my bell. Hope you don't get embarrassed by this if you do watch John. But yeah, please go over to JBS and say, hi, you're right, Steve says hi. But I think he watches the channel anyway, I'm not really sure. So Gary or Tina, okay, I really think this would be something around where I used to work. There used to be someone that I used to work, and it used to be for a taxi company, and they used to get involved in everybody else's business, okay, and they used to stick their nose right in everybody else's business, and when you had something private to say, they would turn up and you're like, oh fucking hell, man, like, you know, I'm trying to talk to this person in confidence, and they ask you questions about it to intimidate you to find out what that is, and then they use that info against you and make you feel even worse because you asked them not to say anything and it's in confidence, and then they go off and they tell fucking everybody, oh god, listen, did you hear, listen, and they get stuck into everybody's business, right? That's also someone that's very snooty. Okay, so because of that, someone might feel like, look, I don't want to talk to you because I know goddamn that if I do tell you anything or involve you in my life, you're going to go and tell the fucking whole world, or you're going to tell me that you don't agree with what I'm doing. There are certain things in my life I've come up against people also in this. And normally when you let them know, okay, they don't like that. They don't like what you do, okay? If you really like something, you know what, I'm really passionate about this. I think this is really good. And you do it, and you tell someone, and you know that they don't agree with that, and they're going to have loads of lists of, or the name Melissa, okay? But like they have loads of lists of things that you know that they will keep hounding. This is something to do around Scorpio. Okay, maybe, but they'll keep hounding you down to make you feel that uncomfortable about it, that it makes someone feel they come across as really intimidating, okay, with what they're saying or what they're doing is coming across as intimidating, that I don't include you in my life or tell you what I'm going to do, because when I do, you find out all of this info, and then I know you're not going to like it. Okay, because you're going to ask me stuff I don't want you to know. 13 on the clock, so you really could be dealing with a Scorpio or an 8. So Scorpio or Aries, okay, and an 8 of Aquarius or Leo. Okay, involvements of soul groups, okay. So you got 4 and 4, okay. So you've kind of got this like, I'm feeling really embarrassed about what it is that you're doing or what you're saying, because I don't want to include you in it, because if I do and I tell you all about what's going on in my life, you'll make me feel shit for doing that. Okay, so like, for instance, if you've got self-worth issues, right, and you don't like being called out in public, or you don't like about something that you do on YouTube or stuff like that, or whatever it is, right, but there is something that I do, and I know that if I include a family member or someone within that and tell them about what I'm doing, they're going to see that as an embarrassment, like you're embarrassing yourself, and they'll say, look, you're making a fool of yourself, you're absolutely embarrassing yourself, you shouldn't be doing things like this. So you've either told this person and they have that opinion against you already, or you're just not including this person whatsoever because you know that if you do, or the name Trevor or Tracy or Treacle, but I know that if I do, you're going to embarrass me, something like that, right? So it could be a family member, like I said, it could be a friend, family member, love interest, I don't know. But it feels like that something that I'm doing it for myself or with somebody, but I'm not including someone in that because I know that they will judge me for something or other. Okay, so there you go. So that's what we've got for you off the top of the head. Ed, Eddie, Edwina, Adrian, Edmondson, Rick, Mail, Ricky, the name Rick or Ricardo, anybody beginning R, Rachel. Okay, yeah, so anyway, but I keep picking up that somebody is discriminating against people that are of a different colour. That is so bad. That is so bad. See, Michael Jackson, it is something to do with around black or white. It's something to do around colour, maybe. so like the grey thing that I put up because of the bags under my eyes. Can you see those, how bad my bags are because I smoke and I have cholesterol and I can't get rid of it? So stuff like that, trying to cover it up. Okay, I can't put makeup on because I'm a guy. But like I keep picking up like something to do with around shading, colour or black and white, or something to do around discriminating people of a different race, religion or spiritual stuff, okay, and discrimination, like talking about it or something like that and going against like, well, Taurus do, I'm sorry Taurus, but a lot of Tauruses I know, they can either be one way or the other, but they can be very opinionated for what they believe in because they're a fixed earth sign. Right, so it can be like I have strong values, right, and because I do, I believe in it. And if anybody comes against me, I don't give a fuck. I believe in that. That's it. That's done. So it might be Pucci, Stern, Paula, Pisces, or a Life Path 3 even. But like because I believe in it that much, that's what I'm doing. And it might be embarrassing a partner of something to do with around relationships, or it could have something to do with around like you're making a fool of yourself and people think that I'm making a fool of myself when I'm doing vlogging. I don't really give a fuck. Don't watch it. Okay. But like something like that, like you're making me feel uncomfortable. Okay. So my advice would be straight off the cuff. If you don't like what you're watching, don't be with the person or don't do it. Okay, don't do it because you can torment yourself and that's just stupid. Right? So don't torment yourself, right? So whatever it is that you're listening to or that's really bothering you, my advice would be shoot, go somewhere else, okay, and do, torment someone else, okay? See if you get on that way, okay? But like tormenting, because I don't never really, I speak before, like I don't really give a fuck, that kind of stuff, right? So whatever that is around you. So let's see, so from the 14th until the 21st of November, from the 14th until the 21st of November for Taurus, what they've got coming up, they've got a flyer, you've got judgment. There you go, so being judged for people that are online doing things around tarot card readings, psychic mediums, tarot card reader, judgment, being judged for what I put out. So what I put out, I get back. Okay, so you might be trying to get children back or you might be trying to get people back, okay, but this is also, like I said, it's publicly displayed upon out online, so it might be people that leave shit narky comments and they're trying to like helm people down publicly, like trying to embarrass people publicly, or they're posting things out publicly that may embarrass themselves or embarrassing other people, but something like that, okay. Someone that also lives in a flat also, like I live in a multi-story, because I keep picking up that somebody of a neighbour or someone from Australia as well in here, but like a neighbour is using some kind of sign of intimidation, like I feel intimidated about where I live, like neighbours are intimidating me, or someone feels as if like around a sole group of people, when they're around people, I feel embarrassed to be around you because of the stuff that you publicly display and say in front of other people, like you come across as really embarrassing. Okay, don't worry about it. Well, I don't know, if you're with a partner and they're embarrassed, well then don't embarrass them. But I definitely keep the name Barry, okay, but like might be a deceased loved one here. Someone could have been going to a funeral. It was actually in one of the other readings. I think it was Aquarium, actually. Oh, no, bless your heart. Someone lost a 3-year-old, 4-year-old, or 5-year-old daughter. I am so sorry. I'm also hearing the name Sophie as well. Soph, or Sofa, or Sophie, or something to do around someone's armchair, Charlotte, or armchair, arm, someone's arm, someone's arms. Something to do with someone's arms, something to do around the Jim, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, or John, or arms, like their build and something like that around going to the gymnasium or being embarrassed in front of people at physical gym, okay, or by how someone looks physically or emotionally of how I look is embarrassing. That's what I'm doing vlogging around, which is around my food addiction, okay. So there's some stuff there that I talk about on the next one that I've got, okay. Also hearing the name Scott, or anybody beginning with S, Steve also. But psychic medium, that kind of stuff, channeling things, calling people's names, stories out, people not agreeing with that. If you have tarot card channels, any of you, like I said, you can have a 5 placement anywhere. Scorpio, it doesn't matter. Even if your 2 life paths add together, you can come up with a karmic value. But like, yeah, this is pretty much making an imprint. Okay, so I believe in, obviously I read from the Akashic Records. So basically it's like a hard drive of leaving a legacy behind. Someone works for the hospitals and something to do with a heart attack or like going cold down one side. Well, that's what I get when I spiritually channel. Okay, but like it might be a heart attack or something that is involving the hospital or doctors also here. Okay, it might also be a pregnancy and try not to get someone pregnant. Okay, might be a mood swing also. Swingers, somebody might have a flavour for someone else and they say about throwing the keys in the bowl. Okay, swingers club. Okay, or joining a club, or I also keep hearing like a club, and I'm joining a club. So it's either a club book and renting or buying something. You might be renting out a hotel, which is pretty much what I'm doing. I'm going to vlog that. Okay, it's going to be really good, that one. But we're going to go to Blue John Mines. I'm going to show you the rocks, the trees, Blue John Mines up north, Bakewell, all those kind of things. Okay, but you might be renting out a Bates Motel or a hotel or something also. Okay, to get away for a little bit, take a break, take a breather, have some time off, blah blah blah. There you go. So someone is sexually connected with a person sexually. Now, I don't know if there's an embarrassment or not. I don't know why people get embarrassed around people when they talk about sex. But, like, embarrassed around this or not. Someone is sexually connected to someone online. Like, they're doing something online. This person may or may not have a sexual attraction to someone online. Okay? But also, like, this could be, like, I want a picture of how you look. Like, or I did. And that may be something around what has embarrassed the other person, because these people may or may not be discussing something flirting or teasing or did in the past online here. But this would also be people that are expressing themselves online. Now, it might be showing flesh or not, but it might also be I'm expressing my passion through what I love, which is tarot cards, music. As a music producer, this is also music producer. Okay, it's also vlogging, tarot card reading, arts, crafts, video, all that kind of stuff. This is what I'm doing. This is my calling. This is what I'm passionate about. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to say. And this is my calling of what I want to do for me. Brilliant. Great. Go right ahead. Don't let it stop you. Okay. But it depends on who's listening, whether they agree with you or not. Don't worry about it. Okay. But there is something here around I'm doing it because I love doing that. I'm really passionate about it. It's something new that I may have. Could be also involving a Libra, more than likely, or a life path 2, okay, somewhere. But this is what I do for a living. This is what I do for a job, and I'm really proud of it. But it might be worrying about what other people think if you do things like vlogging, if you go outside and you're around people, it can be also very embarrassing as well for yourself here. Keep hearing Barry, or Haribo. Something Harry or Barry, or Haribo. Okay, something to do around sweets. So it might be Richard, the name Richard, or I tell you what, this is also getting on my nerves, man. Well, it's not getting on my nerves. Someone else in the comments that I had to block said that I have something against the other tarot card reader that is known as Rich Loops. I don't know where people get these ideas from. Like, it fucking baffles me. I have watched Rich Loops, I think, once, about 5 years ago. Once, that's it, more than likely. And I came across his channel a long time ago. Long time ago, I can still remember when that music used to make me cry. But I remember if I had my chance, I could make those people dance with music. and maybe they'd be happy for a while. So something around being passionate about music and trying to get to the feelings of people here. But fuck knows where these people have come. I don't know Rich Loops. I never spoke to him. I don't know him. I've watched his channel once. Majority of people do know of Rich Loops. So people like, when you're online and you do things, people form their opinions against you all of the time. They think they know you. They don't. They like to push your buttons, and they think that you have problems with other people, but they're actually coming across as these people in the background that I've had to block. They said that I'm coming across as crazy, that I'm not taking my medication, which I am. Another person said it's obvious that you're trying to get your mother put into a hospital with dementia. No, you are completely out of order and wrong there. But I don't give a fuck, y'all blocked. But like really fucking awful people that are like thinking that they know what goes on between your karma and other people. Okay, so they think that they can have your opinion and like to just air their opinion in the comment section, then come across as really fucking snooty into your business and don't know nothing about it. Okay, so if this is involving you guys and you doing that, don't worry about these people. What you actually want to hope for, and this is the truth, is that people like that actually comment. Because when they do, you can block them, right? But what they do after that is they continue to watch you. They will continue to watch you, and they probably are, and these people are probably listening to this, so you know you are. But like, they help your channel by watching it. It doesn't matter about subscriptions. They'll watch it. As long as they're watching it, subscription rate doesn't matter a shit. This came up in Sagittarius reading. I'm doing Taurus. 5. So, and someone did say something also in the Sag reading as well, somebody. But like, oh, that was it. Somebody makes tarot cards in the Sagittarius reading. So it's 5. You see, this is how these numerology, numbers relate. So I said to you, if you contact me, which you haven't, so you're probably really busy with your husband or your kids there. But like, I ain't going to embarrass you. I really like your cards, what you make. Okay, you make your own tarot cards. And I've left you a message on your channel, and I've actually also left you a message in the comment section of the video that it was on, and said that if you contact me, I would love one of your decks, okay, and I will promote you on this channel. I will get people to go over to your shop and buy your tarot cards because I think that they're really good. Okay, so if you're watching this, Rachel, I think, there you go, Rachel. So if you contact me, okay, if you want to email me, okay, we'll set something up. And I will promote your business for you. I'll try and give you some people to go over and hopefully buy your tarot cards. Okay? But I did leave you a message. So there, something like that. Okay? Something that somebody has a gift of that maybe, like I said, man, y'all do something different than tarot card readings, right? All these people that always try to get my attention and stuff like that. I know it's very difficult, right? But if you do something else, right, and I really like it, right, I'll do that off my own back like I would with Rachel. Okay, I think her name's Rachel, but like, you know, I will do that off my own back because I think it's really good content, you know, so I will do that, okay, but I have to think that it's really good content, but, you know, like this person does things around tarot, but they make their own cards, man, like really good ones, right? So I think that's really good, you know, well done, because it's you're doing your calling here. Everybody's calling doesn't always mean that I have to be a tarot card reader, unless you are one. But like, you know, it doesn't always mean that. It means doing anything around arts and crafts and stuff. Do something different, right? Vlogging or stuff, you know. Something different. But yeah, I'm picking that up. Like, I'm using my calling to do what I'm really good about. Like, really good about. Like, when I was doing my vlogging, for instance. Sorry for the person that said, can you not talk about yourself? Sorry, it's my channel. But like, when I was doing that, okay, I do that vlogging because I love it, man. I think it's fucking brilliant, right? So I love it. It's just something else that I also do as well as music, a medium, channeling, card reading, and I also love YouTube. I am fascinated by YouTube. I love it. So I'll do anything, I just think it's really great, right? So all those kind of stuff, that's also a calling. It's something that you're probably supposed to be doing because you do it because you love it. You're just passionate about what you do. It doesn't matter about what money you're earning or stuff like that or thinking about the success that it might make. It just means do it. You know, don't never have a gift and not use it. Whatever that is, if you have a gift, use it. Okay. But just don't use people in the process, right? So let's see. So, Taurus, sorry for all you guys that want a generic reading. We'll get to that. Taurus or Sagittarius, but Taurus from the 14th until the 21st. Okay, so 9 of Cups. So if you're coming from the Sag reading and you're thinking, holy fucking shit, that really does relate. Someone else was going on about the numbers. What was going on about the numbers? I've done astrology for a very long time, and this isn't really because I see a Capricorn as an 8. Well, you might do, but on the card here it says 2. It's a 2. So it's more likely Libra, because what does it mean? Judgment. It means that you are judged. Okay, so anything really, but you call out the number of the card on the top. Right, so when you're doing that, if you call out a Capricorn and you call out 6, you're calling out 2 6s because you're calling out Capricorn. The card has a 6 on it, right? But like, it's not a process that anybody else really come up with. It's not numerology. It doesn't relate to numerology. Numerology is completely different because you look at the number. But this is purgatory. It's 9. It's being lost in a 9 because I can't get to 10. I feel emotionally dissatisfied with what I have. Virgos can get lost like that in certain aspects because they can be very codependent and loyal and passionate for their partner. Okay, and it can be a very good reading, but I'd never reach a 10. I always feel as like I've got one thing that's always missing. Okay, that 1% profit that I could never seem to get. It can be a false profit. Okay, it might be I don't know, but it's a code that was shown to me by my spirit during my own sign. Pisces moon. During those times when you'll see my reading started to change around more around the numbers that I was being seen in the Matrix. Matrix film is all about numbers. So when you see it, you see code. It's not numerology, it's code. Okay. But like you know, it's my calling, it's me. Right? You didn't invent that. You're not, oh god, man. But anyway, it makes it unique and individual to the person that has the calling. Okay, find your own, because it won't work if you try to use other people's callings. You have to be original for what you do, speaking the truth, telling people to piss off. You know, be yourself. If you're fake, people will know that you're fake. Okay. 14th until the 21st. Well, they'll have their opinion, that's for sure. But like, there you go. So spiritual connection, somebody, you or your partner or in the family, but a very spiritual divine connection of a calling of stuff that you are meant to do. So if you're doing it, crack on. Brilliant. Okay. So again, to the person that makes the tarot card readings, please make sure that you send me an email there, sweetheart, because I will promote your business there. But 8, yeah, divine connection with a person, very sexual here also, very sexual in nature, feeling like promiscuous as such, like, okay. Soulmates can do that as well, okay. They can really, like a divine connection can really do that, okay. Also hearing divine, divine living in the UK, there you go. So divine living in the UK lives in London. She's actually coming down this way, and we're also going to do some vlogging and stuff like that, drive her around. So stay tuned for that one as well, okay. But yeah, here, a divine connection, spiritual connection, also journey and travel as well. Okay. 14th, so show me the other person connected to Taurus. The other person connected to Taurus from the 14th until the 21st. 7 of Swords, there you go. So you got Life Path 7 or a Cancerian, and then you got 4 on this side, Scorpio, Aries. Okay, but yeah, very difficult one because someone's denying it. They're saying no. Okay, so they do not want this connection. This is where things might start driving you slightly crazy and nuts here. There is something of a profit that's being made here, of a spiritual kind of profit. Okay, and then there's also a false profit as well, fake, false. Someone believes that someone here is robbing people, the name Rob or Robert or Robin, but they're robbing people financially, something that is extremely expensive here, because it's to do with money, okay? And I've took your money or taking your money and running with it, okay? So someone is holding on to this for dear life. Now, obviously, dear, no idea, Elijah. So you guys are still going through that with the Scorpio energy, with the Taurus people that are involved in the family, Jano. So the people that are in the family that are Taurus, they're in this reading as well as what you are, because you had children with their son, blah, 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 judgment, everybody. Some people wait for karmic justice. Don't get me started. But explain this one to me, right? Explain this one to me. If a divine connection is twin flame energy and divine feminine, divine masculine, right? And people get married and they have children, who is to blame karmically for that energy of spiritual karmic value of waiting for the other person to have harm done to them for the energy of the person that was in that? Okay, so unable to drop it, unable to leave, can't do all of that with Lee, okay, because of a situation that you're in. So sometimes people have this opinion that other people should be brought down, took down. You shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing that. I can't see my children. You block me out. You're not listening. You're not letting that happen. And blaming who? Spirit. But you wouldn't blame a spirit because you're spiritual. But you would blame a spiritual connection of a person that's put together by who? Spirit? You'll think that people put connections together. Of course they don't. So where do you get karmic law? Where do you get that? Karmically through blame. So what do you get back? Karma. Okay. Everybody, sometimes people think that they're exempt from that. It isn't. This is why people will have judgment over other people that do things online, because they disagree with what they're doing karmically with people that are in their life, as well as what goes on in your own. Okay, so you get involved in things that you wish or should not get involved in because it is karma, right? So why is that? Because of a north and south node of two energies of a magnet that isn't supposed to meet in the universe because it's flat. They will never meet. When they do, they go like that. They never, ever, ever, ever get on because they are at hammer and tongue. Two magnets that are not supposed to do. When you get that in family, Jenny, or you get that with people that you had children with, it's a magnet that will never, it's a unicorn. When you, one of those things, okay, someone from Ireland also. But when you get that, it comes close and you hold your breath. You're like, oh God, you made me so angry and I don't know why. Okay. And then you form a distance and then it gets relaxed and you're like, man, I feel so much better. And then all of a sudden you go into society, you go around people, you go around energy and you feel that pressure. Scorpio, life path 4. You feel pressure of an energy that is fixed. They are the controlling signs. So when you try to control a north and south node or a magnet that isn't supposed to get on, then why would you put families together that have those placements that detach, attach, detach, attach, detach, attach, detached, attached, house, living, housey, Chris, Christopher? Why does that all happen? Because of those placements. Someone here is also looking for, my friends, might be going through this with a brother or a sister, something to do with this energy of the funeral that came up around someone that is suffering and grieving because of property, the property value in the property market. Okay, property market. Okay, there could also be someone that's very ill at this point. Okay, but this energy here is to do with money. Okay, what's most important, where you live or money? Okay, so there's an energy there of not wanting to lose this, but having to give it. So it would be child support, maintenance, rent, attention. But like, I don't want to lose any money, but I don't want to give it to you. And it might also be things like clients and stuff, right? Quite simply, like, I don't want to give all of what I have in what I've built up over time. I don't just free willingly want to give it to you. But like I said, there are many people that watch tarot card readings. So the one person that's watching this, where I'm saying that I will, if you send me a message, I will. It's in the reading, right? So it will financially help you out. As far as I know, I'm not going to say your story, but as far as I know, you could probably really do with some help. I'm willing to help you financially. Hopefully, you will have to put the work in. Right? But if you do, I will help you. Okay, to the person that already knows, right? Financially, it will help you. Okay, because I'll give you these. Okay, So yeah. So what else is going on here with you, Taurus? Here. So majority of the time, this is around your ex and stuff like that, finding it very difficult in order to be able to get through to them, because you see them as someone that's very devious, that is not opening up to you emotionally, physically, possibly not paying you any child support for the children that you may have had together at some point here, and they don't support you. Okay, or they don't emotionally support you. They don't emotionally open up to you. But that's north and south. That's an argument because of past. Because of that, it's not easily forgot. Because of that, there you go. There's your north and south energy. That's the chasing and the running and trying to avoid the magnet, but it still happens. It's called karma. Okay, if you don't believe in it and you want to judge someone else for theirs, take a look at your own. If your life's perfect, then why the fuck are you watching tarot? To annoy people? Right, so that's what I've got for you so far. If you want to join, I'm also hearing Tara or Tara, okay, or Tanya. Anyway, so anybody begin with T. If you want to join, you can. It's the full access bundle only. We're going to give you 2 spreads, 2 separate lives, 1 life, 1 story, 2 lives living apart, family, work, karma, basically, soul group reading, and then how does your partner think and feel about you, or the circumstance that comes at hand, what's going through their head. Okay, you get on the full access bundle. Please make sure that you subscribe to every channel that I have, but there's going to be a new one that's coming up specifically for the vlogs. There is one out here already. Please make sure you watch it. It's in a playlist. It says Steve and Emily's vlogs. Okay, if you want to watch it, great. It's something new. We're going to be putting loads of different content out for you guys to just have a laugh over. We're going to get used to the camera and travel and go out and do all kinds of stuff, show you around Britain, probably go to London, go to Bakewell, go up north, travel, go out, cook, shop, go Christmas shopping, show you around some of the shopping places, just something generally to have a laugh at, really. Okay, so thanks very much, guys. You can find all the links provided below, and I'll see you over there.